Hi, how are you this week?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I don't have too many complaints. I don't know if it would help much if I did. Um, okay, so let's just start right off where we left last week. I know that we had talked about you having the diagnosis of generalized anxiety, and I know that kind of was a little perplexing and kind of talking about how we can work our treatment plan and try to eliminate some of those symptomatic responses that you're having. Something I want to do this week is called a GAD-7 or a generalized anxiety disorder. I want to see if any of the coping skills that we suggested last week are kind of helping this week. And I also just kind of would like to gauge that initial diagnosis. Are you okay with doing that with me today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And is it okay that I'll be writing down answers? I just want you to know I am paying attention to you.
Yes.
Okay. Over the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna ask some questions and we're gonna narrow it down to the last 2 weeks. I wanna know if this is not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day. So 1, have you been feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge?
Nearly every day.
2, not being able to stop or control worrying.
Almost every day. Is that what the middle one was?
It was not at all, several days, more than half, or nearly every day.
More than half, I would say.
Okay. Worrying too much about different things.
More than half.
Trouble relaxing.
Nearly every day.
Being so restless that it's hard to sit still.
Some days.
Some days. So would you say several or more than half?
Several.
Becoming easily annoyed or irritable.
Nearly every day.
Feeling afraid as if something awful might happen.
Several days, maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna be totaling up your score. If you give me just 1 second, let's. We have 2 there. Let's see there. And let's see, so this number. So we have a 15. And then there's also a second little part here. It says, if you checked any problems, how difficult have they made it for you to do work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? Would you say not difficult at all, somewhat difficult, very difficult, or extremely difficult?
I would say somewhat difficult.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so looking at our scale, it looks like we're presenting to be on the severe scale right now. Our goal is naturally going to be to lower these numbers and work on some coping skills to try to help some of these numbers get a little bit lower and maybe you just start feeling a little bit better. How do you feel about kind of doing these and seeing kind of the numbers on paper? Does it?
I think it gives us a starting point.
Yeah.
At least we know where we can, what we can work on.
Yeah. And I hear some optimism there. I like that. I know that you've had quite a few feelings coming up the past few weeks. And so just know we're following through and we're gonna get this treatment plan worked out that we kind of lower your symptoms and try to get you to feel better, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, are you good with this time next week?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right, thank you, and I'll see you next time, okay?
All right, thank you.